MYP is a real great preparation for the diploma program. It focuses on independence, taking things in your own hands.
I think being an IB student really changed my views of the world, because now when I study something, I know that it's going to be helpful in my life, and it's not just going to be there for nothing, just to know.
I really like the fact that it opens a lot of different doors and gives you a lot of chances to learn things that you wouldn't normally learn. And it also gives you the chance to think about things in a way you wouldn't normally, like have your own opinions.
Now, the world is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. We expect our students to travel everywhere in the world, when they actually start working professionally. And I think that the IB is preparing them for the future they're going to have.
Well, for the longest time, like International Baccalaureate, especially when we were little, it was just like this big exam that we had to take at the end, and everyone was, the IB students, and they have so much work and so many things to do. And then basically as we kind of moved up to middle school, we started realizing what it was about, and that, International Baccalaureate is basically the whole context of the whole school put together, the whole concept behind it.
A very good system of education. A system where everybody's accepted from different cultures.
In the middle years program, we learn more things and we learn how to be with more people, and it's a bigger community, kind of.
For me, I think the biggest benefit is the fact we get to learn such a broad range. A lot of other schools that I've been in, it's just been so academically focused, whereas here, although it is academically focused, we do get to learn other things and other topics.
They're really big on linking other subjects. So, for example, you'll go in science and then you'll do a big project and you'll link it to PE, so you learn about muscles or something like that. Yeah.
And they help you see how you can use the subjects in the outside world.
And often with subjects like maths, it's quite difficult to relate these to the outside world, and we have to try quite hard. But our teachers kind of help us through that a lot, and there's certain processes we go through that help us link what we're learning in class to the world around us, and it's pretty interesting.
There's a thing called the IB Learner Profile, which is basically characteristics students should have and should acquire, such as being knowledgeable, well-balanced, caring, open-minded, characteristics like that, and we develop on them and not only do academics.
We want citizens in our community, and an increasingly international cosmopolitan community, to be compassionate, to be curious, to be understanding, open-minded, but rigorous and hungry in their pursuit of truth.
I think the learner profile really does help the students to gain an understanding of what it is to be an international person.
So it wants to make you kind of an analytical mind. It wants to make you criticize what you learn. It wants to make you open-minded.
I hope that I embody the learner profile. I work really hard as a student and I strive to meet all of my goals.
The most challenging thing about the middle years program is probably reflection. And reflection is kind of this aspect of learning where whenever we complete an assignment or do something creative and then we have to evaluate it, you have to think about what you learned about it and how you felt about doing it and sort of all these things about the making process.
Almost every assignment we do or every big project we have to reflect and evaluate, but as I've done that throughout the years I've been in the school, it's kind of grown on me and I do that automatically, and once I reflect on what I've done, I can improve from that.
The best thing about the IB is the level of kind of comradeship between the teachers and the students, so you feel like you want to perform well for them.
I think the skills I think that we'll need for the personal project are time management. We do get a lot of time, but there's a lot of work, and you need to kind of really balance things out. I also think you'll need devotion because it's a big part of your grade.
It's kind of like the culminating project at the end of 11th grade, at the end of MYP, and it's a project that I think it's supposed to link your personal interests with your work.
You'll need open-mindedness, take all aspects of the whole topic, you know, negatives, positives.
So I'm actually looking at how art and social constructs on body image and beauty affect dressmaking.
My personal project is a cookbook that is designed for teenagers so that they can make easy, fun recipes by themselves.
Before I mentioned I was into photography, and I'm really considering doing that for my personal project.
Community service is usually fun. It's supposed to be fun, and also it's a good way for us to interact and assimilate in our communities.
You have to do something that is giving back to the community, but not doing anything for yourself.
It helps us become more generous people and more involved in society.
You might serve soup at a homeless shelter one weekend.
At the moment, I'm helping my friend out with a play that she's writing for the PYP, so we do that every Tuesday.
It also has improved my social skills, so I'll be better socially. And also, the drama club, they also teach us how to do well in interviews too, like this one.